Okay, hello. I think only a few people are there. So let's start now. There might be some more people who will join. Uh, so this is about TigerKids technology training partnership program that Axelta is launching, has already launched actually. So just wanted to explain about it to the people present in this presentation. So as you probably know about Axelta already, we are an IoT education and solutions company based out of Hyderabad. So we have kind of created a niche for ourselves in the IoT education market. We have trained more than 3,500 people worldwide. We have been building innovative IoT solutions, and this company was founded by me and my partner Manish Agarwal, roughly around 3 years back. And you can see here our profiles. So I'll not go into details of this, but we have worked together and known each other for quite some time. Okay, so welcome whoever has just joined. I hope you guys are able to hear me. So, right. So this is my profile and my partner's profile. So I'm Piyush Jain here. Okay, I hope everybody is able to hear me clearly and there is no noise. Okay. So like me and my partner Manish, we have both known each other for close to 15, 20 years now. And both have passed out from the same college, and we have worked through different routes. But we started this company around 3 years back, and we have worked in different corporations all over the world essentially before starting this company. Moving on. So agenda for today's call is we'll talk about why this TigerKids program very quickly, how our partners will participate. I guess you are here for that information, and why people are looking for, why we are looking for this technology training kind of partners, and how Axelta will enable the partners to perform, to do this, and how they will make revenue out of it. And if there are some requirements for the partner, so some requirements, and then courses and projects which are offered by Axelta. If time permitting, we'll do that. Or before that, we will ask you to ask questions, and you can type in your questions. So there's a chat window you will see there. So feel free to type in your questions, okay, at any point of time. So, the whole reason behind this is technology has come, right? And programming is becoming a very important skill for everybody. It's almost as important as communication skills. So, Steve Jobs, guys like Steve Jobs was saying that everybody in this world should know programming. And the reason is that, if you learn it at a later age, like we have probably learned in our lives, okay, then we'll never get as comfortable with it as if we would have learned it around 15 when we were like 10-year-old or 12-year-old, right? Because at that time our minds are very open and we can learn whatever is being taught to us, and we can also, some of us might have started liking it to the extent that we would have developed ourselves well in that, right? So we definitely believe in this statement that one should know programming, especially if one is looking for any sort of high-end job in his life, her life, because jobs of future, majority of them will require some amount of programming technology skills. And that's why we thought, why not bring out this TigerKids program? Because in Indian schools, they teach programming or so-called programming, but it's more about theory. In fact, there is no practical exam also. And programming is all about practical knowledge, right? It's not about theory. It's about practicing. It's like a language. You have to practice and play with it, right? So that's what we try to do in TigerKids. We basically teach them programming, and we definitely believe that it can make a difference in their career, and they can definitely, as they grow up, at least some of them will start liking programming, and their interest in technology might rise because of that. And programming definitely is not hard to learn. Also, it's not just about programming. There are hardware kits also involved in this training that we do, where kids will be, if you have heard about Raspberry Pi, Arduino, these kind of technology, which is a new kits which are available. So we have built on top of those kits, and we offer that also as a part of this training, where it's not just about theory programming. It is about kids writing some program and then seeing action happening on that. So they'll write a program, let's say a simple program of lighting a bulb, which will be written in simple C language. And then they will actually see a bulb light up on the circuit board. Okay, they will say write a program for running a small motor. They are all kids motors, small motors, and the small motor will start, right? So such things will happen when they write programs, and so they will learn it, and they can increase the speed of motor, decrease the speed of motor, light the bulbs in different orders and stuff. So they will see action happening while they are programming. So that will create that interest and practical aspect of training. So that's what we want to bring out here for children, and that's why it's not going to be difficult at all. In fact, it is. That's why we call it visual programming. Okay, so we are looking for partners for this, because we want to expand. We believe this is a huge market out there. In fact, just to share with you, I was reading an article and doing some research on the market worldwide for these trainings. In China today, okay, 12 million kids are learning these kind of technologies outside their school. Okay, they are doing this outside their school, and that's where this thing is going to be a big hit in India also, because very similar kind of aspirations are there in people of India and China, and huge uh, opportunity awaits us. Okay, so we want to make this huge impacts on kids education. Okay, wherever, whichever city you are in, even if the city is a small city, maybe a small town somewhere with a population of a few thousand, or maybe around 50,000 or 100,000 also, huge impact can be made with this, because programming has to be learned by everybody first of all. Plus the population is so huge in India. You're talking about 200 million plus children in India. Okay, even more than that probably, for all I know. And even if 1% of them become interested in programs like this, we have a huge market waiting to happen. Okay, and definitely for being a training partner, interacting with young children will always enrich your life. And if you're looking for a career option while you are at home, or you're not working, or you are working also but not satisfied with the kind of work you are doing, and maybe you have a good income, but then you making that income from something of your own, while not going out of your home too much, will also be very enriching experience for everybody. So that's why this program can really help you achieve that. And it's not just about static level, that you will reach one level and you will not grow beyond it. Every year there will be new trainings, new offerings, and higher income levels which you can achieve because of that. And of course you will learn these latest technologies, which will be and are already in high demand across the world. So it's a classroom-based training. As you can see here in this photograph, this is an actual photograph. You can see some things in the hands of these children and some circuits. So this is how you have to create circuits here, and then you have to attach it to a computer and then work on that. Okay, and write programs and all that. There's a visual tool which you use. So you'll write some programs, and then the program will get deployed onto these, these small circuits and boards that you see here in the hand of this girl. So the code will be deployed here, and then it will work basically. And these boards are called Raspberry Pi and Arduino boards, which are very small computers, mini computers, which are part of the kits that we will be giving you if you become a part of this program. Okay, a lot of very interactive sessions. Each and everything you teach, then there's a practical following it. Okay, which would be on this board or could be on this visual tool itself, where you might write a small, small video game kind of thing, or a small loop kind of thing. And everywhere where you do such things, there'll be some action which will happen either on the screen or on the board. So it gives that visual interaction as well as physical feel to the software side. So which kids love basically. We have done a lot of such trainings, just to figure out what works best for kids. And we definitely feel that kids really enjoy it and they really want to do it much more than what they want to study in programming. And their entire thought of programming changes after doing this, because they feel programming is very bad when they do it at school, because it's all about learning the menu options in Word. But here they actually see things happening. So Axelta will provide to you complete content for this training, including the presentations, the kits, the videos, manuals. We'll completely train you on this program. Okay, so anybody who wants to join or partner with us, we will give complete end-to-end comprehensive training on this till you say that, yes, I'm comfortable, now I can take this course. Whether you are from technical background or non-technical background, anybody can do this. When kids 8-year-old can learn it, definitely you guys can, right? And the complete support will be provided while doing these programs. Also, suppose you face some issue or something, our guys will be available to you on the phone call to support you at any point of time, right? And marketing also, so you will be responsible for some area that will be given to you as a part of this partnership. So that will be exclusive your zone, and in that zone Axelta will support you with complete marketing materials, brochures, posters, and we'll be conducting webinars. Right now, we are doing it for this webinar for teachers, but then we'll be doing webinars for potential students and their parents and all that. We'll be giving out ads in social media and multiple places, right? So those parents will definitely will be supporting you in marketing, and you will be responsible for marketing in your area, wherever you are located, in the nearby vicinity of your where you stay, as well as in the nearby schools and all that. And complete support for that marketing will be provided by Axelta in terms of material, brochures, posters, everything. Soft copy will be provided to you. And of course, because we at Axelta are a technology company, we are a lab in a way. So we keep building new things. So we have thought about some future trainings also, which we are going to build. Already work has started, like building building your own drone, or maybe the first Android app. Android app development, kids are doing it all over the world, not in India, but unfortunately. And so this is a great thing to happen. And when imagine a small, 10-year-old kid developing his own app and then telling his parents, see, this is the app I've developed, rather than just playing with mobile phone and watching TV all the time. If they start doing these kind of things, which parent won't be happy, right? So that's where this program comes into the picture. And we'll also be organizing, online competitions. So we have a website, we have, we have access control website also, where we can give access to people who we want to give to, and there'll be online quizzes, competitions. We'll be physically conducting meetups and hackathons at multiple locations to create this brand about kids. And we are just beginning this thing now. It is going to become huge in future. So right now it's a very good time to enter into this program, basically because the cost and everything is extremely low. So there are some prerequisites from our partner. As you can understand, this is about teaching kids. So if you have some, space, like a hall in your room, in a house, or maybe the, some room which you can use for this kind of training, then definitely that is one thing which is required. Also, as computer systems are required for this, some of these trainings, so you need to have at least 2 to 3 systems or laptops. And any kind of ordinary laptop or system will work in this. There's no specific high-end requirement, but a 2 GB RAM kind of laptop or system will work perfectly in this. A projector, if you can afford right now, and a digital projector only costs like 6,000 to 7,000 rupees, right? And then of course Axelta will be doing a revenue share with you, and will also be charging a small amount of money as kits cost and training fees. Because we'll be training you, we'll build this course, we'll be sharing all the material with you for you to go out. So there'll be a revenue share model, which will be based on how much you earn. And then there will be a initial cost of setup, where you will have to buy some kits from us and some amount of training fees, because you have to spend probably 20-30 hours online in training you, to run these courses very well. So these are some of the prerequisites and some of the cost factors involved. Typically, if you can see here, for depending on the area in which you want this particular partnership to be, the cost will vary. For small towns, let's say in UP, a small town in UP, cost will be quite low. But for a city like Pune or Bangalore or Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, the cost might be a little bit higher. With respect to the partnership fees, it's on a case-by-case basis. We have to figure that out. Also, the kits which you will be taking from us, which will have all these Raspberry Pis and sensors and motors and pumps and all those things and wires and everything. So we'll be providing those also. As a part of this partnership fees, also some kits will come to you, but you might have to buy some more kits as the number of students increase. So typically, based on the numbers that you are looking for, depending on how many students you get, you will have to spend a little bit of money there also, right? Then you need to have some tables and chairs for the kids to sit down, right? And 2-3 systems, as I said, a small projector maybe, or you can do even on the kids screens itself, you can share the screen. So projector can be avoided initially, and then a whiteboard with the writing pen and all that. So totally, I'll say, if you go for everything, investments would be around 50K minimum, roughly speaking, 40 to 60K maybe from your side in the infrastructure. You need to have that space. Plus there is a franchise fees that you have to pay depending on the area and how much area you are taking also. So for example, let's say you take, typically for one particular franchise fee, the area of 4 kilometers around where you stay will be given to you exclusively, 4 to 5 kilometers, depending on which area you are in. Again, it has to be case by case basis. And If you are looking for more area, then of course the franchise fee or partnership fee will go up. But totally we envisage, at least as of now, because we have started this already. Two partners are already there with us who have already launched classes also. But then we don't want to charge too much as of now. Maybe a year down the road, instead of seeing 50K to 50K here, you will see maybe 500K to 25, 200, 2,500K here, because the franchise fee will shoot up once we have established it to a certain extent and it is running successfully. Okay, right now there are two franchises where we have already sold, which are running successfully. They just started, and the summer camps and things they've just started, and they are seeing enormous response. So I'm very sure that in the first batch of one particular franchisee who is just starting from I think 24th of this month. Already we have got 10 registrations where we just started advertising, and we can't handle more than 20 kids, so we are going to stop the registrations at 20 in that particular franchisee location. So that's how things are. I mean, there's so much demand in the market and people are aware. And most parents are either in the IT industry to realize the importance of computers and programming and all that, or they aspire to be in the IT industry, right? Many people wish, gosh, I was in the IT industry, right? So at least they want their kids to get into IT industry. So that's how this thing is coming up, and these are the investments which are required. But we definitely expect our partners to at least earn 4 to 5 lakhs per year. Okay, in the 6 to 7 months from the time they start, within 6 to 7 months, their income levels would reach around 4 to 5 lakhs per year. Okay, and there is once somebody decides to partner with us, we will share complete agreement. So agreement will be, minimum 2 year to 3 year kind of agreement will be signed. Again, depending on location, other things with the franchisee. And if the business is going good, there is no way we are going to kind of change our partner, because developing a partner will require a lot of energy. So once business picks up in your area, then the agreement will be kind of increased. Okay, Yogesh. So you can type in your questions. Yeah. If anybody has any question, so how things work about it, you can get in touch with us through email. Maybe I'll just type in my email address. Maybe Amita, you can type in yours and my email address.
Unmuted.
Get in touch with us for question answers.
Sure. Sorry to interrupt. There is a question by Yogesh.
Yeah, so I think answered that.
Okay.
That 1 second, it's about duration of contract, right? So what I said is that the contract duration will be, to start with, will be 2 to 3 years. So we are, and the fees that's a good question. The fees that needs to be charged, we have decided some minimum fees, but that also depends on whether you are doing the training. So schools is also a big market for us, as well as people coming to your home for training. So kids who come to your home for training, you will be typically charging them between 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000, maybe depending on the area in which you live, per student for one particular course, right? We are not saying that you have to charge this much. Okay, depending on the area in which you are in and what can sell, we are flexible. These are franchise partnership fees, which is a royalty kind of fee, which is 20 to 30%, depending on the area in which you are in, which we will take from you as a royalty fees per service that you sell. But typically, the fees charged, we are leaving it flexible to you depending on what sells in the market. But that's what our thought process is, and what we have seen till now is 2,500 to 3,500 per course per student is what we charge. In schools, because the number of students is going to be quite big and multiple classes might be there, so you enter into an agreement with the school to teach these programs in some school, and schools are very keen to do it, by the way. And so you can charge there maybe 2,000 or 1,500 or 2,500 per student, depending again on the kind of student and kind of people that come in there, and but the numbers will be more. So duration of summer camp for kids that we are doing right now, Rupa, one summer camp from 24th is 3 weeks. Okay, where we are doing 2 courses. The first 2 courses, visual programming, okay, and Python programming on Raspberry Pi. okay, which are roughly 32 hours overall of training that we'll be giving. Okay, but then the duration can change. See, we have defined hours for training. Okay, so we have one to each course is like between 12 to 16 hours. Also, that can also be changed a little bit depending on your need, because there are a lot of practicals. So you can remove one or two practicals or add one or two practicals depending on duration you want. Okay, but typically it will be like 5 days, 2.5 hours per day, or 7 days, 2 hours per day, kind of, for one course. Split of fees, Yogesh, is depending on where you are located again, and the amount of business that you do. But typically we have a model of 70-30. 70% for you, 30% for us. So highly flexible program. Even on vacations, long weekends, you can finish one course in 3 days doing 3.5 hours per day. So that kind of courses you can launch in long weekends in your area, and kids will throng to that. Trust me on that. A lot of kids will come. Till now, we have given franchise in Hyderabad and Ahmedabad only. Santosh, all the cities are open. We just started launching this, started marketing it. In fact, this is the second webinar. I think I'm doing the first webinar. One webinar was done some time back, maybe 10-15 days back, I guess. But we just started this marketing. And just to tell you, we have already received some 70 to 80 downloads of people who are interested. So we are in touch with a lot of people. There are people, we are in discussion with people in Pune, in Mumbai, in Bangalore, in NCR region, in Nasik, and maybe 2-3 more in Chennai, some other cities, but nothing, no sign of agreement as of now. Only signed agreement today is one in Hyderabad and one is Ahmedabad. Yes, so we are going to give certification, Yogesh, and this certification is going to be given by Axelta directly. So suppose a kid has to, whenever a kid wants to do this training, he has to enroll through our website, okay, and pay us directly. Okay, some of those kids might directly approach you, so you have to guide them to pay, how to pay through website. Some of them not able to pay through website, then you can directly receive, cash or check or whatever you have. But certification, so once a kid enrolls in the program, he'll come into our system and we'll be mailing them some materials and some fun stuff about this program that they have enrolled for. Okay, once you certify that yes, this kid has done the program, we'll be shipping the certificate also. Also, these kids will become automatically eligible for the free of cost for the online stuff that we do, plus also the hackathons and other things that we'll be doing over a period of time. Okay, and there would be some quizzes that we do, and there'll be surprise gifts and all that online quizzes and all that we will do. So we have built entire infrastructure here in Axelta, where we have an ability to conduct tests and do all those sort of things. So those things will keep happening from time to time as we develop our brand. Yes, so we in the summer camp that we are doing 20 students. We don't want to do too many, okay, but we can definitely get more actually. Yeah, you can handle, Rupa. The program has been built in such a way that you can handle. It's a step-by-step instructions. With each and every step is very, very clearly mentioned, and all have given, and you will have practiced that in the training before you actually do it. So you can handle. In our IoT trainings that we do for seniors, we handle 75 people simultaneously. So we have a lot of experience in doing that. Okay, if anybody is having any questions, trainer need not be, technical originally. He could be from, like, for example, the partnership in Ahmedabad. That lady, she is BCom in her background. Okay, so but then we are training her, and I'm really surprised. I mean, the way she has picked up and the way she's modifying. I mean, she's running programs ahead of what we are teaching, and she really likes it. And so what I'm saying is the programs have been built in such a way that anybody can understand them. Okay, and that's what we excel in. For example, our IoT trainings for seniors, people from commerce background, senior managers, doctors, everybody attends our trainings. So we are expert in that, building programs in such a way that anybody can understand. And so even if you are from completely non-computer science background, as long as you have enthusiasm for teaching kids, you can do it. So I guess some of them dropped out. So what we'll be doing is we have a recording of this. We'll share with all of you the recording of this. So some of you who kind of dropped in between because of some reason or joined late can listen to this recording later on also. Okay, we'll be sharing a link with all of you. We'll put it on YouTube and also on our website. Okay, so I guess we are at the end of this session. Anybody having any questions can ask now, or we are going to call it quits. Again, I'm just typing in my email address. Okay, you can mail me or mail Amita. Both these addresses are also there on the website. The contact number is also there. You can go to axelta.com and check out the program details there. So, but we are very aggressively looking. We want to have at least 20 to 30 partners within this year, all over India. That's our target. And we definitely believe that people who are in towns and cities, even smaller towns, huge scope is there because people are desperate to learn these things. And in large cities also, there's a huge population anyway. There is a lot of scope. So if you guys are interested, do get in touch with us. This is a mouth-watering kind of opportunity, and the cost is so low right now, which is, I believe, next year at this time, the cost of getting our partnership would be at least 3 to 4 times what the amount I'm saying right now, because we would have been at some level at that point of time. Okay, so okay, guys, thank you very much for attending and listening to me patiently. Amita, you want to add anything?
No, I think it's good. And everyone, thanks for joining this webinar. Please do get in touch with us for any further inquiries. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I'm closing this webinar. Thank you very much.